After 60, most people think they're losing their balance because of age, but the truth is far more hopeful. Your balance isn't gone, it's just asleep. And in the next few minutes, I'll show you how to wake it up. Did you know there's something most Americans over 60 are never told clearly enough? Losing your balance is not an unavoidable part of aging. It's not something your body permanently loses. Balance is a skill, and like any skill, it can be trained again, whether you're 60, 70, or even 80. The human body is fascinating. When we're young, we don't think about balance at all. We stand up, turn, step over a curb, walk across the yard. Our body just does it for us. But as the years pass, things begin to shift. Maybe you feel a slight wobble when standing up too fast, a bit of hesitation stepping off a curb, or a small moment of uncertainty when your foot catches the edge of a rug. Tiny signs, easy to dismiss, but they add up. Here's the truth science has shown again and again in the US. You don't lose your balance because you're getting older. You lose it because your body hasn't been trained in a long time. And the moment you begin training it, even just a few minutes a day, your strength, your stability, and your confidence start coming back faster than you expect. I've met so many people in physical therapy rooms across America, 62, 70, even 82 years old, who thought they would never walk steadily again. And after just 2 weeks of practicing the right movements, they all said the same thing. I didn't know it could feel this good again. Today, I'm going to guide you through 3 simple but incredibly powerful exercises that help your body regain stability, improve coordination, and rebuild the confidence to move without fear of falling. No equipment, no gym, just you and a few minutes each day. But before we begin the first exercise, I want you to understand why this matters so much. Here in the US, millions of adults over 65 fall every year, not because they're weak, but because their balance system hasn't been challenged. But what most people don't know is this. Targeted balance training can reduce fall risk by up to 40%. Not with medication, not with expensive machines, but with small, intentional movements that teach your body how to coordinate, how to stabilize, and how to protect itself. And there's something even more surprising. When your balance improves, your brain improves. That's because the cerebellum, the part of the brain that controls balance, also plays a major role in memory, reaction time, and mental sharpness. That's why so many people tell me they feel clearer, quicker, and more awake after just a short period of balance training. So if you've ever felt a little nervous walking at night, or hesitant stepping off a curb, or you simply want to stay independent as long as possible, these next 3 exercises may be exactly what your body has been waiting for. Let me tell you about Robert, a 72-year-old man I once worked with. Every time he stood up from his sofa, he had to push off with both hands. Often he felt a slight wobble. He assumed it was just aging, until I showed him this exercise. The strongest movement for older adults is something you already do every day, sitting down and standing up. But most people do it wrong. When you drop into a chair without control, your legs don't fire the way they should. When you stand by leaning forward and pushing with your arms, your core, your hips, and your legs lose the chance to support you. But when you do this movement correctly, with a pillow on the chair, it builds the foundational strength your balance depends on. Imagine someone gently pulling the chair away from you. You push your hips back, lower yourself slowly, touch the pillow lightly, and rise again with control, pressing through your heels. Slow, steady, intentional. This is the language your balance muscles need to relearn. 2 weeks later, Robert returned and said, "I don't need my hands anymore. I stand up like I did 10 years ago." If the first exercise builds strength, this second one wakes up your brain. Researchers in the US discovered something remarkable. Your ability to stand on one leg for just 10 seconds is closely tied to overall health. Not because the pose itself is magic, but because balancing on one leg forces your eyes, inner ears, muscles, nerves, and brain to work together again. A woman named Joanne, age 68, once told me, "I thought my legs were weak, but it turns out my brain was just out of practice." Exactly right. When we don't challenge our balance system, The cerebellum slows down, but when we ask it to work again, gently, safely, it wakes up almost immediately. Just stand near a chair. Shift your weight. Lift one foot a few inches. Look at a fixed point. No need to lift high. No need to be perfect. Just hold it, even for 5 seconds at first. Within a week, most people feel a real difference: steadier steps, quicker reactions, greater stability on uneven ground. The third exercise is the most practical one, because in real life, falls rarely happen on smooth surfaces. They happen because we trip. A charging cable, the edge of a rug, a pet lying across the walkway. Stepovers teach your feet to lift high enough, and your body to react quickly enough, to avoid those everyday obstacles. All you need is a rolled towel or a small water bottle. Place it on the floor. Step over it, slow, controlled, then step back. It seems simple, but this movement trains foot clearance, hip stability, and real-world coordination. Many older adults tell me that after just a week or two, they feel more confident stepping out of their home, walking across the lawn, or navigating uneven sidewalks. Your balance hasn't disappeared. It's just been sleeping. These 3 exercises, done daily, for just 5 to 7 minutes, are enough to wake it up again. So here's my challenge to you. Do these exercises every day for the next 14 days. A small commitment. A few minutes. But the difference you feel may surprise you. You may find yourself standing up easier, walking steadier, feeling less worried about falling, and more in control of your body than you've felt in years. Balance is freedom. Balance is independence. Balance is how you keep living life on your terms, today, tomorrow, and in the years to come. If this video helps you, please like, comment, and subscribe. It allows us to continue creating videos that help older adults stay strong, confident, and independent. I'll see you in the next one.